Osio, what's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Starseed. We're tapping into how to unleash your divine potential. First, by looking at the things currently going on around you that might be contributing to this growth and you may not be recognizing it. And then we're going to look into a little bit of what's coming in. What's this energy drawing in towards you, to help you prepare a bit. But please understand, as with all things, there's a level of unknown that plays a part when you follow your destiny. When you follow any path, especially your destined one. And that's all right, because you're meant to go through that experience and you're meant to draw on the energies necessary that's in that unknown. This is just giving you a bit of guidance so that you can have clarity, so that you're not brushing away that which you should maybe be pausing and paying more attention to, or so that you don't keep tolerating something that's actually creating a block. So we actually have energy set here for abundance and energy set here to remove blocks while we're at it, while we're channeling this message. And I feel like this may be a consistent the topics of it may change, but as far as divine potential is concerned, more messages like this are starting to get stronger and stronger within the collective. It's something that's provided on my channel nonetheless, but don't be surprised if this particular wording pops up more as we move forward. Of course, this is still a collective reading, so only take what resonates to and for you. Tap into the divine energies and find out why you were led here to receive what part of this message is for you. Separate your opinion from your intuition. Make sure you're diving deep into your intuition, deep into your core, and that you're open-minded. And without further ado, loves, let's hop on into it. We're starting with what's currently going on, okay? There's a lot of bondages being broken right now. Some things are very heavy for some of you in the collective at this moment. This is a prosperous time. You can't control some of the heavy things that may come in, but please do understand that you shouldn't allow it to distract you from recognizing the divine energy that's at play right now and the abundance. This part, this last part that we have here of 2022, this is here to change your life. This is here to amplify you in ways you've never been amplified before, because I'm telling you something, we're in the year of the 6, but that year of the 7, the blessings on the way, they're going to be coming back to back, back to back, back to back, and you want to be ready. So again, you can't control, and it's not even about wanting to control some of the events and some of the things that may take place that create a sense of heaviness. But you do want to start recognizing if some of those energies are being allowed to be in your space, meaning something that's creating a problem for you is only there because you're allowing it to be there. And you might think it's a challenge dealing with it and casting it out and moving it aside like you need to, but once you do it, you'll see things take off in a way that you couldn't even imagine. Always give the universe room to flex, okay? Let's hop on in. Thank you, divine energies, as we channel this message for the collective, what's currently going on, helping them to unleash their divine potential. We have 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. A lot of you, this is one of those moments where in the collective we get a bit of a split group, right? So for some of you, you're too guarded. It's okay to stand your ground when it is necessary, when it's of the utmost importance, but the balance is knowing when that is, and to make sure that you're not putting up unnecessary blocks towards blessings. You've been hurt in the past, you've dealt with disappointments in the past, but don't let those disappointments and those hurts dictate your life by controlling how you engage with people or how you accept change, if you even accept change to begin with. You got to check yourself for this. Checking yourself is the first step in unlocking your divine potential. It's the first step in bringing in anything you want in life, because your success, your happiness, it's already a guarantee. And that's hard for some of y'all to accept, but it's already a guarantee. The only thing that can halt it, stop it, or hold it at bay is your thoughts, your actions, how you feel. So check your energy first And that makes it real easy to check the energy around you and see if there's something going on or someone in your atmosphere that just isn't vibing with your highest good. For others, it's that feeling of you thinking you're not strong enough, like or maybe even saying to yourself that you've always had to be the strong one, right? Like you've always had to be the one that carries everything. Sometimes y'all put that burden upon yourself. You put the words in your mouth of, I have to be the strong one. It doesn't matter what people's actions implied. It matters what you believe and what you did afterwards. That's just, that's a loving reality check for you. So now, in that having to be the one to do everything or having to be the one to be strong all the time, you've sometimes put yourself in positions where you're a doormat, or everyone just kind of dumps things on you and no one ever checks if you're okay. That's only going to change when you change. That's only going to get corrected when you correct it. And if you have amazing things about to come in your life and you're speaking them out of your life because you're telling yourself that you're not ready. Oh, I want for this job to take off, but I don't know if I can handle that workload. Oh, I want this money to flow in my life, but the more money, more problems. If you keep contradicting what it is you're asking for, you're going to keep running your head up against the same wall. This warrior, he knows he's the last one standing, meaning he knows he's the only one that can do his job. Whatever he's about to stand his ground on, he's the only one that can do it because it's for him. So he's asking for the strength. But what you need to start realizing, because so many people have gotten used to praying, to prayer being a begging thing. Prayer is not meant for you to beg. Prayer is meant for you to ask and receive. And most importantly, to speak into existence. Because again, what you're asking for is already yours. You're simply humbling yourself to say, I'm open and accepting. I'm willing to accept what those blessings are that comes in. So change your verbiage to stuff. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. I keep telling y'all that, and it keeps channeling in for the collective. You know what I mean? Interact with these videos. Comment your takeaways. Comment what you resonate with, because it makes you a part of the collective that's tapped into when these messages come through. And a lot of y'all keep getting similar messages because there's still something in you that needs to maybe expand upon that thought more or exercise in that energy more. Some of you work yourself to the bone, maybe for other people, or you tire yourself out because your energy is so intertwined with situations, places, or beings it doesn't need to be, that you find yourself exhausted. So you might have worked hard, but are you even getting the results you want? Well, now it's time to be smart about it. For those of you that are too guarded, for both parties, it's the same kind of thing. Be open to receive. But for those of you that are too guarded, you got to start checking yourself and asking if you're sometimes jinxing something and then putting it upon someone else, like saying, oh, so-and-so did this to me, but really you gave that person the space to do it. If you know somebody around you no good, get rid of them. Tell them to kick rocks. You don't need to argue. It doesn't need to be a fight, confrontation. You simply move on. You progress forward. If there's a person around you that you love dearly and they seem to always drain you because they're constantly asking you for things, even on your days off, they're just constantly asking, you have to start setting the proper boundaries. 7 of Wands can be about that. It can be about, I'm setting the boundaries and I'm standing firm on it. But I'm being mindful and checking myself to make sure that I'm not blocking myself away from blessings I need to receive. Okay? And for those that you're used to carrying everything all the time and you're kind of used to being the person everyone depends on, it's like if you're that one pillar that if you go missing, you think everything's going to collapse. You're not taking care of yourself the way you need to. You can't take care of nobody else if you're not taking care of yourself. So you have to learn to, once again, there's boundaries. So whichever group you resonate with, maybe you resonate with both for different reasons. Okay? Go ahead on and get to the next part of this message. You got 10 of Wands, 7 10 or like 701, 707 may be of significance here. Look those numbers up. Some of you see numbers as synchronicities, and some of you, that's a number to look into to see how else it contributes to your message for the type of message you're getting right now. Don't just look up angel numbers, look up master numbers, boil them down to a single digit, look them up as life path numbers. You can also look them up as, say, Hebrew Pashas or Hebrew Pashas, and also like Hebrew and Hindu pair. There's different ways to look up numbers. There's more than one way. See which one resonates for you and see what other parts of the message contribute. But those are some of the numbers coming out here. And I'm also seeing 1010 in big, bright, like a casino size, not casino size, but like bright casino neon like numbers. Almost like the can numbers, the little bulbs, but really big. They're gigantic. Two sets of them. 10, 10. So 10, 10 is important for someone here. That's a number that's been coming out a lot. All right, we have 10 of Wands. This is about what you invest your energy and your time into. So take everything I said for this card and pull it over here. What are you putting your time into? This is before he picks the wands up to go carry them either on his back. I always tell you guys that matters too. When the wands are carried on the back, that carries one type of vibration. When he's holding it in the front, that carries another type of vibration. However this energy is going to go about it, this is the part where you're starting to negotiate and figure out what you need. Think of the wands right now, not as burdens, even though, again, some of you need to let some burdens go. But think of these. Okay, I want to add something to my home, or I want to add to a space. I got to make sure I have the best materials, right? I have to make sure that they're up to par. They're going to last me a long time. Investment isn't just about what you can put your money into. It's about what you put your time and energy into, the conversations that you indulge in, the activities that you do. Are you reevaluating that? Currently, right now, some of you are putting your energy into things that don't need it. And you're being told, hey, new prosperity is coming in here. And prosperity is, again, not just limited to finances. This is about health. This is about career. This is about love, all of that jazz. A lot of bliss is on the way. Yes, there's some heaviness, but it's not stopping anything. What are you willing to evaluate? What are you willing to remove? What are you willing to expand upon? That solely depends on you. We can give as much guidance as we want to, but the decision depends on you. So they're reminding you of that decision. You probably said, some of you, I'm hearing somebody say that there's something they weren't going to do anymore. I'm hearing someone needs to be mindful of their heart, like physically. And I picked this up in another message before too, that someone has to watch their stress. And stress, one of the first things it affects is the heart. You're stressing over something that's like either none of your business, or you just don't need to be a part of it. You can remove yourself. Even if someone tried to force you to participate in it, you can remove yourself. And this is a reminder to yet again do so. If there are family members being crazy around you right now, you may love them dearly, but sometimes you got to either love people from afar, or you have to nitpick when you can entertain them. You know those people that come to an event, they dance, they eat, and they bounce? That might have to be you for a hot minute, because something with health is also popping up here. But what are you investing in? Check yourself whenever someone's trying to pull you into an argument, whenever a person is putting you down. Is this worth my grace right now? Because we all have grace, darling. Some people choose to let it go, push it aside, fall from it, whatever you want to call, but we all have it. And when we're interacting with each other, that is us extending our grace. Some people want maybe your empathy, or they want to feed off of you, and I'm not getting good vibes with that. I feel like y'all know who these people are, or you know who this person is. You know what you need to do, and this is your reminder to get it done. Now, this is a collective message. Take what resonates. You're responsible for your actions, but I'm hearing over and over that you've already been told, you've been peeped that you need to handle this differently. It's time to do it. Okay? Let's speed this message on along, because we got other decks to get into. Some amazing things on the way, though. We got, look at that. I just talked about like investments and foundation. This is the king. the king of building foundations, the king of making a stable life, the king of investments, whether it's financial or otherwise. This is the king that takes his time to understand how to receive and how to give and receive. You cannot receive if you don't know how to give, but you also can't give if you don't know how to receive. This is why a lot of times people give their energy to something and they always feel like they're being drained and never fulfilled. It's kind of like a person, again, I keep hearing that word investments, but I'm going to try to use another word because I don't want to sound like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over. But imagine you put your coin on something and you were supposed to get this return and you never get it. But you keep putting your coin into it like, I'm going to just keep. No, this person, this individual, this is you. This is a part of you right now. The King of Pentacles is coming out representing you. It's time for you to start putting energy into things that gives you that return, but also being open to the return. You see how he's open? He's looking at the opportunity, and we all know that he receives it. All of this is the before energy, right? And for you, it's the current energy. This is the before tarot, but it's current energy for you. There's offers sitting right here, hand open, waiting for you to receive it. Are you going to? Are you going to take hold of it or let it go? That's up to you. Imagine you have your hand out to somebody and you're like wiggling it around, waiting for them to take it. You're not going to leave your hand there for hours and hours and days and months and months. Eventually, you're going to be like, oh, forget it, right? It's not about the divine energies letting you down or abandoning you. It's about there's a time that there's a space where energy accumulates and it draws in and the cycle begins. And there are things you need to cycle out in order to accept. If you don't, those opportunities will be sitting there like that dangling hand and you won't even peep it. And by the time you do, you'll be like, oh, dang, I missed the train. I missed the boat. This has already happened a few times for a lot of you. This time they're like, listen, this is the season. This is the season to get your ish together. This is the season to accept these gifts. Some of you have the gift of prophecy. You're able to pick up on energy and feel things before they happen and know things before they happen. And you're given those gifts for a reason, to help others, to help yourself, and you're not doing it because you're always second guessing it. Even when you see it happens, you second guess it. You let your opinion trump your intuition. You got to work on that. Okay, there are major events taking place. Got 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck before I shuffle again. There are major events taking place that you need to be ready for. You can pray and prepare, but if you're not in a state of receiving, you'll get it and get overwhelmed by it. Or again, it'll be right in front of you and you'll go, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? The opportunity's right there. The person's right there. The whatever it is. This is applying to everything in your life. It's so many energies channeling right now. For some of you, this is career. For others, it's about your growth as a being, which contributes to your life in general. This isn't just about a person coming in and fixing things for you. This is about you being in a position to do what you need to do. And that opens the door for anyone who might come in and assist at a later time. But you got to start it. And I'm hearing knocking. Somebody outside is hammering. That reminds me of like knock on wood, like for confirmation, right? It's harvest time for some of you. And for others, it's time to plant the seeds that you'll be harvesting sooner rather than later. But I keep hearing that it's harvest time. First of all, 4 of Wands decide to come back out. Just flipped right back out. Like, yes, major events. Be prepared. Get ready now by paying attention to what energies you contribute to. Be open to receive. And if you've been giving, been a doormat for some people, then it's time to receive the strength necessary. Understand, this isn't just about getting on your knees and saying, please, 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 Lord, please. I am strong. I am independent. I am powerful. I got this. I have divine support and protection. My guardians are with me. My higher self is in tune, living and breathing through me. Not just hanging above me, floating around in the air somewhere. It breathes and lives through me. Your soul is not trapped in your body, but your body is a sacred temple that it moves within and without and around and about. And it's time for you to accept that. Now, when you need to go pick up those those investments. This isn't about picking up burdens. It's about laying down burdens and picking up what you want to invest your time into. Every 10 that is an end is also a beginning. Okay. So what that means is once you end one thing in your life, you're opening the door for the next. And what is that? Stability, accountability, profit. Not just profit as in prophesizing, not just profit as in money, but in everything you do, you start to see what you get back from it. And it helps to prepare you for what else you may need to put into it. And those events are right on the cusp. A celebration of your life is right on the cusp. There are connections, people, places, things that want to connect with you. There are places you're meant to travel to, but you can't do that if you stay stuck. You can't do that if you're just on your knees letting everyone walk all over you, or if you're constantly putting up a wall that when those people come in, you swat away their offers, you don't pay attention to it. When the divine sends the offers in the form of people, remember, that hand's not going to stay like this forever. Okay? And I feel like it has me doing this because it's more so about, it's not just something being given to you. It's like a person saying, take my hand. Somebody is saying, take my hand. What I tell you, the world is waiting. Self-discovery, your divine potential. As you discover more of your hidden power, your hidden talent, you open your mind up more. You clear this. Everything I've said up to this point, because I don't want to like go in circles repeating, right? Everything starts to open up to you and come towards you in such a powerful way. But it is up to you to accept it. You've got to put your, look at the hand. Look at how the hand's holding it here and look at how the globe's being held. Like I said, I feel like someone's offering their hand to you like this, like they're handing you something and you have to have your hand open to receive it. Bottom of the deck, didn't I tell y'all? Harvest season. Be more patient with yourself. I know that word makes all of us cringe to some extent. Be more patient with yourself though. Okay. I'm hearing that song. What is it? Slow down. You're doing fine. Can't have something, everything before your time. That's what I'm hearing right now. But your time is when you accept it. Because time is not linear. Things don't have to take days, weeks, months, and years. Things start the moment that we accept what it is that we're receiving, that we accept that we're multidimensional beings. That's when stuff starts. And don't get it twisted. There are going to be people and situations that want to get in your way and distract you and deter you and all that jazz. But you get to say whether or not you fall for those traps, right? You get to say. There are things coming in to give you a new perspective on life. There are things coming in to show you that your sacrifices weren't in vain, but also to show you that some of the things you thought you may have had to give up on, no. There are messengers telling you, hey, are you listening to us? The hangman isn't always just about a suspended state. If you practice any type of yoga or transcending body movement, the feet towards the sky pulls in a lot of energy. It rushes the blood to your head. Where's your crown located? Your crown is located above your skull. Your third eye is right between the center of your brow. You are activating your body. And when you pull the energy in, like let's say you do Qigong, and you pull the energy in up from the earth, you release it, and then you pull the energy from above back down. If you were to then invert your position, you are pretty much grounding yourself in cosmic energy and balancing it within your physical form. And it goes a lot deeper than that. I'm keeping it simple for this message so we can start to speed through it some here. But you get what I'm saying. It's not always just about a suspended state, but you are being told to be patient with yourself more than you have been, and to understand that this season is the season of prosperity. I always tell you guys in my channel messages, the Seven of Pentacles is saying some things you can pluck right now, some things you have to plant and prepare for in the future. It's a balancing act. What does the hangman have to do? Balance himself if you think about it. If you really, really think about it. And then underneath that, we got the Hierophant and we have the Knight of Wands. Listen, it's time to really go for what it is that you're desiring, and to do it honestly and to do it authentically. And understand a lot of knowledge is coming in. Belief systems that hold you back need to change. The Hierophant, yes, some people see it as a traditional, meaning, but you create your traditions, you realize. Traditions are routine, and you create your routine. So this is telling you that it's time to advance. Believe that there's a mentor coming towards you. Believe that you too are also meant to mentor another. But at the same time, accept the fact that it's time to get going. It's time to explore. It's just time. I keep hearing it's time. It's time. Let's just clarify this with what's current. So this is what's currently going on. Let's see how this energy starts to evolve as you do it. As you take what the energy is saying into account, and you start to work on it and work from this perspective. Let's see how the energy evolves, okay? As I split the deck, we have King of Cups and Nine of Cups. We're going to shuffle this tarot. Let's see how's this energy evolving as you do this, as you open yourself, as you free yourself. Ooh! You really start to sit and stand in your power. Nothing can stop you. What is promised to you, I received a message for myself that I feel like will help this collective right now, and it came to me last night. It's something that I normally help others with, but even those of us who do spiritual mentorship and whatnot, we're always open to learn ourselves, and sometimes we need reminders, right? And there was this message of, once again, it's about speaking it as it exists, not just speaking it into existence, but by speaking it as an existence, it exists. I am powerful. Not I'm going to, I'm there. I'm there already. Where do you want to be? Close your eyes right now and do this practice. Close your eyes and think of a place that you want to be. A place that you feel like, you know what? I'll feel so relieved, relaxed. Like I can take a leap because I've had the relaxation I needed in order to stand proudly the way I might need to. Now, instead of saying, I want to go there, I wish I was there, I'm there. I'm there. I don't care if it's a vacation spot, if it's a talent, whatever comes to your mind. I have it. It's mine. Feel it. This is not a joke. You need to feel it. Now watch as the doors for whatever it is open, and be prepared to make moves. Because here's the thing. You know why this is what's coming should you do the work? Because you put yourself in a position where you can be an authority in what you do. Ain't that what I tell y'all the emperor represents in my channel messages? He's an authority figure. But it's not always about being an authority over someone. See, that's too much time. That takes away from your own growth. But when you are an authority in what you do and in how you do it, everything goes the way it needs to go. Less of a headache, less of a hassle. A lot of you guys, it's time. There's a lot of wands energy out here. Action energy. Yeah, the zodiac can be in your chart, but I tell y'all all the time, all of the zodiacs play in your chart. Okay? Don't let a one-way view of certain astrologies fool you. They all play in your chart. Your main signs can help you understand how to move within the other ones or within the energy of the other ones. Aries is that action energy. I go for what I need. I go for what I want, and I get it. Not, I'm just going for it. I'm just chasing it and chasing. I get it. It's like that. What's that Ariana song? I want it. I see it. I like it. I got it. That. Right? If I see it, I like it. I got it. It's mine. And it expands upon that. It is the I am. So when you do this, you put yourself in a position where you feel your power and you start to operate for that power. And it is no disrespect to anyone else. But if there are people around you that can't stand you being in your highest self's energy, then they're not meant to be around you. This isn't about control. Nope, got nothing to do with that. But it is about saying I can finally take action on the things I've been desiring because I did the steps. I paid attention. I paid attention to what I needed to do here. I prepared for these events to the best of my ability. And now when I'm given that chance to really discover the world, to really travel, to go the distance, I take it. And I take it knowing it's for me. I don't have to feel shame in this. I don't have to feel shame in that happiness or that I'm able to travel or do the things I got to do. I can do it. That's what it means to speak something as an existence and not just into existence. Because speaking things into existence is very powerful, but sometimes people get caught up on, I will go, I can go, I will do, I can do. I did it. I did it. It's done already. And people might ask you, what do you mean? You haven't been to this place. I did it already. And then bam, the doors start to open. And then you take the lead and you go through the door. Don't just sit there now. Bottom of the deck before I even shuffle again is the Chariot. I triumphantly go through the door. Ooh, collective. Listen. Triumphantly go through the door. I take the lead. It's mine. What's yours? That rainbow, though. Forget just getting over the rainbow. I walked the rainbow. You get what I'm saying? This is happiness. This is emotional fulfillment. This is joy. For some of you, things are hard right now. And it's hard to see the rainbow through the rain. But the rain is what brings the rainbow. If it didn't rain, you wouldn't peep. You wouldn't peep that. If it didn't rain, the plants wouldn't grow. Feel what I'm saying here. Pay attention. If it didn't rain, the plants wouldn't grow. There'd be no crops to harvest, to be bountiful from. This is bounty. If there are family members if you come from a family where you feel like they just seem to not appreciate me, there are people who will. Soul family, soul tribe, the difference between the two. Soul tribe is more of a community. They can love you dearly, but they're a community. They're people who will give you, say, financial support if you have a business or whatever. They lift you up, they watch out for you. Think of being in a community where everybody knows each other and you always kind of look out for each other. But soul family are those people who that feels like a brother, that feels like a sister, that feels like a mom or a dad or whatever it is you thought you lacked, because you don't lack anything. They come in and show you you've never lacked this and you've always been deserving of this. It's also you being that for other people. There is a soul tribe. There is a soul family, soul tribes, families who are opening themselves to you. And if you already have a loving family and you've just been guarded because of disappointments in the past from other people, whatever, let that go. Your divine potential is right here, right now. These events up here are taking place currently. And this is what comes in as you pay attention to these events. As you take these steps, that leadership comes in, and now you proudly and happily walk into your abundance. Abundance. Removing the blocks, because nothing could stop you anyway. That's why they always have to get your mind to believe, get you to believe that you're weak, or get you to believe you can't move on anywhere, but you can. And for some of you, it's finally having the family you've been wanting. Some of y'all might have been, it's very hard to conceive family under stress. Remember that. And you might say to yourself, well, so-and-so was stressed all the time and they did X, Y, Z. You don't know what they were really doing or not doing in their spare time. You can only account for what you're doing. It's very hard to conceive family, and I'm not just talking about a child, under stress. And someone has to be mindful of their heart. You got to be mindful of your heart health and how much, stress might be getting you. You don't want to have a heart attack or anything like that. That's what I'm picking up here. It's like it's something too heavy on the chest. You got to remove that heaviness. Your potential, it's already here. You're simply unleashing it. You're simply unlocking it. You're not seeking it or searching for it. Temperance. Alchemist energy. Balancing between the two extremes. Activating your powers, which are very extreme, and then balancing yourself in it. Every action that you take is a calculated action towards your success. And yeah, some people see temperance as patience, and it can be. But when that bow gets fired off, darling, ain't nothing slow about it. Your bow might need to be shot with a bit of a curve in it, though. This is still Sagittarius energy. So somebody here might have Sag very strong in their chart. Sagittarius energy is playing very strongly in this reading, as well as Leo, Aries. We have Pisces energy here. I'm picking up Pisces and Cancer energy, actually. And we're heading, are we in Cancer season today? I believe, what's the day? The 20th? So Cancer season is important for some of y'all. That's another 10, by the way. So the 10-10 is back. 4s are important for stability. And 2s are important. Very, very important. 14 is a very powerful number for some of y'all. That 5 is a very powerful number. You don't want to keep ignoring the signs, okay? The offers are coming, so make sure you're paying attention. Meditate on them sometimes if you have to, but make sure you're paying attention. Your cup will runneth over. This is what's coming towards you. Didn't I tell y'all the king, the energy exchange king? That energy's back again. That's Taurus energy. Back again. I can't see the thing. We're just going to sit it up there and call it that. I didn't even expect, I didn't expect this to have to be this long, but someone needs to hear what I'm saying the way I'm saying it. Give your takeaways in the comments. In the comments, speak your energies, the energies you're trying to bring in your life and existence. Say, I have. I did. I'm doing. Not I'm going, not I went. I am. I am in that place. I'm doing that thing. That's the only time to say I'm doing is if you're saying, I want to make an art piece. I'm doing the art piece. I did the art piece. And then follow it through with your actions. We're going to use colorology from V Love and Crystals, the lovely V. We're going to use this for auras. These are also colors that I recommend that you maybe place around you, you wear, carry in your pocketbook or wallet. Meditate on from occasion. Let's pick up the aura energy of this group. We have lavender, dreams and stimulation, silence. And if you notice, the tint in the room right now is like a lavender. Well, on my camera is showing like it's a lavender complexion or tint or shade. So I recommend if you have a dry lavender plant, maybe take and carry a little dry lavender plant in your wallet or on your person somewhere. I recommend people have plants. I myself need to get on that. I need to get some new plants. I recommend having plants in your space because plants will help you learn to take care of your energy. Plants respond heavily to energy. That's why some people can enter a room and if it's too much conflict, they start to die. Even if one person is helping to keep them alive, if it's too much conflict in that one room, that one space, they'll start to, it's not because they're just not getting enough sun or enough water, it's because they respond to the energy. Okay? So plants will help you learn to not only take care of something that is alive and breathing and exists, but you know how it flows with you and contributes to you. And whenever you see that plant looking a little cray-cray, and you know that you're doing all the other components, you got to check your energy. You're like, I watered it as I'm supposed to. It's getting sun. What's going on here? What's happening in my energy? As far as what kind of plants, I reckon lavender is mentioned here, but I recommend that you go to a plant shop and you fill that out. You fill it out. Some of you need to start gardens. Like literally you need to start a garden of growing plants and vegetables and whatnot. Even if it's just getting those little, the like little squares, and you can put the little pots in there and you can grow like your own tomato, whatever, stuff like that. We have rainbow, diversity, fun, optimism. I'm seeing two types of rainbows. I'm seeing intense, vibrant colors similar to what's on the card, but then I'm also seeing pastel colors. So some of you, this is going to depend on your energy. I recommend carrying something that has a rainbow tint to it. It's also letting you know your soul family, your soul tribe is a very diverse group of people and a very diverse group of energies. Sometimes that's got to be pointed out because so many people get caught up in the human practice of certain traditions, which should be respected, but always bear in mind that those things can also be very influenced by the person who's the head of whatever particular place you go to for assistance. So with that being the case, it's about understanding that certain energies may call to you that come from a different background or come from a different, for example, some of you might have grown up Christian, but Shiva stands out to you. Shiva's energy has not left being in this space. He's always like the first example that pops up, but you get what I'm saying. Energy and cosmic beings respond differently than just the human perception of how they respond. So you're being told to think outside the box here, to be optimistic, to be open to the positive vibrations that come your way and the growing vibrations that come your way. So if something feels like it's trying to get you to do something that's detrimental to your health or another person's health, you leave that alone. If something, you know what I mean? Pay attention, because the vibration and energy will not lie to you. Y'all hear that all the time. We have royal blue, dependency, reassurance, and confidence. Remember what I said about that 7, right? For some of you, it's finally learning how to not be a doormat to other people. And if that makes you feel like, but man, things are so heavy, then it's time that you tap into realizing how strong you are and call upon those energies to assist you. You don't need to beg. You simply it's just like picking up the phone and calling a friend. You just call and boom, I'm hearing, I'll be there. They'll be there. The love that shelters you, I'll be there. I'm hearing the old school version of that song. So call on those energies, they'll be there. You don't need to feel like you have to beg for this. If they need an offering, they'll tell you what it is, but always pay attention to the vibration and understand that a lot of time, before we had those traditions, we used to just ask and receive. Ask and thou shalt receive is a real thing, okay? It's said in many cultures and many languages, across many lands, across many galaxies, across many dimensions. That means you can pull anything you need from anywhere at any time. You can have that exchange, that stability. And you can be more dependable. Get used to, what's the word I'm looking for here? Discipline. Discipline is a word that I'm sensing here. We have chocolate. Structure, stability, and protection. I didn't stutter this whole message. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have copper. Some of you may already have it. I recommend everybody should have a piece of copper, whether it's copper jewelry, whether it's, I recommend having, copper cups. If you have a sound bowl, having some type of copper or even bronze in your space. Like I'm seeing somebody here may already have, or maybe you're meant to, if you're pregnant, maybe you're meant to get, when they make the copper and the bronze baby shoes. I'm seeing 2 baby shoes, 2 moccasins. Osio to my fellow people that are channeling in with that, because I am seeing moccasins and I'm seeing a particular pair. But they take the baby shoes, their first shoes, and they bronze them, or they pour copper over them. Something about that. Energy flow, wealth, and communication. Communicate, pay attention. What I say from the beginning, pay attention to who y'all giving your energy to. Communicate clearly by saying I have, I do, I will, I'm doing. Be active. Make the energy that you're bringing into existence an active energy, instead of just, I'm just speaking it into existence by saying I hope, wish, and pray. I did it. It's done. The moment I thought it and I knew it was a true desire and I truly felt pulled for it, it wasn't just coming from some overindulgence space, was the moment that I knew I had it. That's how your brain needs to operate with this stuff. Okay, let's get into the affirmations deck by Island Times Wellness. Ooh, we're not taking all of those. Hold on. Goodness gracious, tried to shoot half of the deck out. I'm going to take the 2 that fell onto the side, but good Lord. We have, the universe can only give you what you ask for. Narrow it down, be specific as feels good. Be as specific as feels good. So that pretty much means be very clear. Give the universe room to expand upon what you ask for, of course, but be clear in what you're asking for. See how this looks like a map, and it's saying the house is right here? That's how you have to be with your wishes. It's right here. This thing that I said I wanted, I got it because it's right here. You want strength, whatever it is, whatever you want strength to stand on, whatever you feel like you need encouragement with, or just what you want in your life that you desire, and be very, be specific. That word always gives me an issue, but you guys know what I mean. I've been saying it the whole message. This is what I like about channeling the energies first, or channeling the energies as I go. Because then when the messages come out, the cards are just here to help give you confirmation of what the person is sensing. What I'm sensing is being given to you as a confirmation as the cards come out, showing you this is possible for you. This is your divine potential that wants to shine through. This is how you can tap into it. How you go about it, the little plot twists that you may add as you go about it, that's up to you. But ultimately, this is all here for you. We have mindfulness. I talked about this too. Awareness of thoughts without judgment. Meditate, breathe. Yoga, being present, grace. These are all things I talked about. And my alarm goes off at the same time I say that. They're letting you know straight up. I'm hearing ring the alarm. This was a message somebody was definitely meant to receive. So there's that receiving energy again. At the bottom of the deck, we have life surfing. Feeling capable of overcoming adversity. No exceptions. Approaching life like a sport. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. Now we're going to get into the Honey Oracle. Number 17 is standing out to me, which means also 8. All right, get into the Honey Oracle to close this reading out. And see the results of unleashing your full potential, your full divine potential. Let's see the results of it. We have fresh new beginnings. The result is fresh new beginnings. The result is having many options. Ooh! Clearing out what doesn't belong. New beginnings, because you cleared out what doesn't need to be in your energy, doesn't need to be in your space anymore. Ooh. We have friendship, celebrating. What's standing out to me, it has third party too, but what's standing out to me on this card is friendships and celebration. And we did have the 4 of Wands come out earlier. Stay calm and steady. Life becomes more calm and steady as you stay more calm and steady. You start to attract the right kind of energies in the right. Whoop! And as I say it, chemistry, attraction, you start to attract the right kind of energies. You pull it towards you. You guide it towards you. You're already intuitive AF, which is intuitive as fuck. You were right. You're already intuitive, which means some of you guys, like I said, prophecies. You're picking up on these energies already. Let's go to the charms. All right. I'm not going to do letters this time. We're just going to go. Let's see. Oh, we got a star. Star energy, celestial energies. Your wishes coming in. We got the word hope, grace again, and I was talking a lot about grace. We have these really pretty sakura colors, which makes me think of things blooming and blossoming. We have one in blue, communication. Once again, communicate your thoughts. Also divine peace. And then we have white, like a silvery white, crown chakra. These are what's blooming and blossoming. We have key, unlocking doors, things that you thought were closed off from you. We have the word grace twice here. So I feel like that's not only talking about you extending your grace, but you receiving it from other people as well. And we have family. Didn't I tell you your soul family? Star family vibes. Star family messages are on this channel too, so you might want to check those out. We have a reef. Ooh. We have a Christmas wreath, and that makes me feel the world card energy. The world card. So what needs to come to completion is coming to completion, coming full circle, so that your new beginnings can begin. And we have the little baby feet. There's little baby feet. So somebody's pregnant, will be, or new beginnings, new life. Again, if you are expecting a child, those little feeties, those little brown, the bronze, you take the baby shoes and they bronze them for you. I forget what it's called. I think it's called something else, but look into that. That's going to be really important for a reason here. It's pulling out for a reason. We have a dragonfly, and I just heard wishes fulfilled. So those are your charms. And my darlings, that was your message. What's currently happening to unlock your divine potential, and what happens as you do it. The things that you need to tap into, clear and sense and feel is all here, all present, all for you. And I pray that gave you whatever clarity and guidance that you need. I thank you for watching. Make sure that you guys comment your takeaways. I love your engagement around here. Peace, love, and light, beautiful souls.
Get your copy of Love Confession Cyber Edition. Link in bio.